Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is video number 3, which is incredible. We're keeping some sort of momentum, and that is awesome. Um, since the last time we have talked, uh, it was the first day of the semester. We have semester or the summer semester, week 1 in the books. We're about to close out week 2. It was pretty heavy trying to figure out what's going on, what's happening, what's the rhythm of each class. Um, I'd say pretty successful. Not bad, not bad at all. Um, I'm taking 15 units, so I have statistics and trig, which requires a lot more attention than just okay, sign on, do this, write that. Um, I will say writing is a lot easier than doing math. A lot easier, definitely a lot easier. Um, so I mean we're keeping up, we're winning. That's important in this. Um, so it's really hard to balance 15 units and have your kids home. Yeah. So the first week was kind of a shock. It was a real big shock because my kids were home. I didn't really have any help. And so I'm going through and I'm just trying to survive um, with constant dad, I need this, dad, I need that, dad, I need this, dad, I need that. Dad, what are you doing? Dad, can we do this? Dad, can we have a popsicle? Can we have ice cream? Can we have all these things? And then you walk into your house after 4 or 5 hours of homework and you're like, the house is a mess. My wife is going to be pissed. So there was a lot of that on the first week. My father-in-law is back. He's watching the kids. So week number 2 has gone a lot more smoothly than week number 1. Also, too, getting in the rhythm of the classes, really starting to fall in. I'm kind of understanding, what instructor likes what, how they like this, how they like that. But we are moving quick. It's 4 of the classes are 8 weeks. 1 is 4 weeks, and we're just cruising. We're kind of just going through and doing the best that we possibly can. Lots of work. I would say that if you are thinking of taking um, more than 9 units, probably shouldn't work, or at least part time. For me, taking 15 units, I'm taking a step back really quick. I'm trying to get some things squared away and solved in my personal life. But I have the availability to do 15 units, and I would not suggest this to anyone who is working a full time job. Part time, you might be able to get away with it. Maybe, maybe. Um, yeah, we're just going through it. I know this week I've been relying a lot more on habits that I've had to build over the years. So I'm doing Go Rucks. Was it the kettlebell curve? This is this is keeping me in a good rhythm. Getting taken away from the desk and being able to work out, especially with weights, is great. I have to have that outlet, or else I have this buildup of energy, or even caffeine. I drink 2 cups of coffee, and then I don't know what it is, but after the second cup, I'm so energized that I feel like I could time travel. Um, but we're getting the time to go through and just uh, exercise, lift some weights. Running has been um, another tool falling back, especially if you're kind of stuck in a rut or you're like a creative kind of plateau. Just getting away for a minute is something to do instead of just staying in the rut and just fighting it the whole entire time. Um, Another thing I wanted to post on here was I have motivation that's I have motivational speeches. that have helped me over the years. Um, you can kind of see what stage of life I was in, depending on like what you're listening to. There's a hierarchy to it. You know, whatever the first ones were was me going through a rough time. I don't know if I want to get into that personal stuff yet in this series. I think I want to just focus on school. But we can get into more. I've had a pretty rough existence getting to just this point. This point right now is, I feel like life is coming together. That things are coming together beautifully. You're seeing me at a state that is um, a lot of progression over the years. There's a lot of growth that had to happen. There's a lot of things that I've had to accept and just um, grow from. And I'm not ready to open up yet. This is a public platform, and maybe when people start needing it, it'll open up at some point. But the motivational videos or the speeches are great. I like throwing those on whenever I'm running or working out. Today I just sat in the garage and I just stared out the garage in my neighborhood and just listened to the trees, the wind going through the trees, and listened to the speeches. Um, the last two I think on the list are two great speeches for me right now. Um, we're talking about no one's coming to save you. You gotta kind of start just doing the work and getting it done. But it's a great list. I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna put that down below, so you guys can go ahead and download it or check it out. If you're in a rut, these are great speeches. Um, but what's gonna be happening next? Well, uh, we're just gonna go through this semester, give updates. Um, if there's anything that people are curious of, especially if you're a veteran, reach out if you're a veteran, please, please, like send a comment or something. Especially if you're thinking about one of the K State's programs online and using your military benefits. I'm using Chapter 31 to go back to school. Um, it's great. My counselor. Well, you don't really get to talk to your counselor, but once you get into the program that you're into and you want to be in, kind of lose contact with them a little bit. You do a little what is it, a questionnaire every 2 months or something like that, and they'll reach out to you then. Um, but the military pays for you to go back to college with Voc Rehab, and helps you get into a new job. And going to K State uh, has been a blessing. I love this school. I wouldn't go to another school unless K State didn't have the program. I would choose another school, but K State has everything that I ever wanted. So yeah, if you're curious about K State Online, if you're curious about your military benefits, reach out. Uh, but right now, we're just knocking out general ed. There's nothing really fancy going on with this update. Probably for the whole summer, there's not going to be anything really fancy. A lot of the stuff we're learning in here are just kind of like base concepts with math, English, um, and what else am I? Political science, professional conduct, ethics. The time that I'm gonna be really excited for is gonna be fall. Fall is gonna be like, that's the show. I'm ready for. I am so excited for that. We're gonna get into intro to databases, computing principles. What else do we have? We have physics. Excited for physics. But yeah, but we're gonna go slowly through this. We're gonna move through. Well, I'm not really going slowly through. I'm taking 15 units like a psychopath. But we're gonna move through this. We're gonna get there, and shoot some comments. I want to know what people think. I want to know, if you're trying to choose K State, especially online. Um, yeah, reach out. Counselors are really good here. My counselor is awesome. I don't know if she'll ever see one of these videos or if she'll ever see this portion, but my counselor is awesome. She is freaking on it. She's on it every single time. Every time I talk to her, she's just moving. She knows all the classes to get me into. She knows how to find the hidden classes that I can't even find or wrap my head around. But she knows what to do. And all the staff here are so friendly and they follow up. They want to talk to you. And so the school doesn't support me in any way, shape, or form. This is just me making the video and just appreciating where I'm at. So reach out. Video number 4. I want to try to find a topic that's interesting and kind of go more into where I'm wanting to go with my career. Just a quick story. Wendy's, of all places. Yeah, the cheeseburger place, Wendy's. They had an AI, fresh AI, and this is what I'm going back to school for. It was really interesting to see an AI taking your order, but it just got me thinking: how do you get AI to take what you're saying, make the order, and then how do you translate that to maybe some cobots in the back, flipping burgers or putting burgers on the grill, the fries and lettuce, tomatoes, the sauces, all the stuff, and how can you integrate all that stuff in? And so I think for my next video, I'm going to start getting more into the technology that I'm really interested in, the pathway that I'm wanting to go, and get more based into the career portion of me going back to school. That's the reason why I'm going back to school. So, yeah, I think video number 4 will start hitting the ground and getting into the real reasons why of starting this channel, doing all this. So, I'm excited. The future's exciting. I'm gonna sign off. I will probably post a video in about a week. There's just a lot of work going on. This was just a night that everything was cleared up, so it was nice. But yeah, anybody interested in what I'm studying, why to go to K-State, especially online, what programs do they have? If you're a veteran and you're thinking about using Chapter 31 or any of your benefits here, like what kind of help, like, I like this program or that program, I want to do this or do that, reach out. Always here to help. But good night, guys. I'm going to get some sleep.